G'day, today we're having a look at a brand new map in Mini Motorways. I've swapped the look back to normal just so we can have a go of the map in the way that it was intended to look. And so I've also swapped my mouse to being black. And so we can see all the different colors that this one wants to be played in. So we are Lisbon, Portugal. Assumes Lisbon's on the coast. I feel like I should know that. I'm also pretty certain that like a huge population, the significant portion of Portugal's population live on the coast, so I would say this guy's probably there too. There's at least a body of water right here. That I know for certain. It's an interesting sort of switch of... You don't get houses that spread this early. And logically it feels like I should be using this much closer guy. Well, I also think that that possibly means that I should flip this guy to come under. And I can get this guy to come around here. I know there's water coming and I don't have any bridges, so even though I could use a roundabout here, I probably want to get at least one bridge for insurance. So we're aiming for, I guess, the 2 achievements here on our first go, which just means that we've got to get to 2,000. It's usually short of something catastrophic, shouldn't be too bad. If you've played enough of the weekly challenges, you get used to disasters getting thrown your way. Is it a disaster to get a double destination this early? Maybe. I guess we'll find out soon enough. Alright, another place that we probably kind of need a roundabout in now so we can get this guy also connected. Don't really want to have an intersection for a circular guy. We will definitely take that roundabout and slot that in wherever we can get him. Well, I feel like we'll do this, get those 2 guys to that one, and have that guy take on him. Either way, those 3 houses at the back on the far right are very far away from this yellow on the left, so it doesn't much matter which one of those 3 is taking on the job. May as well just get the houses that are closer to the guy on the right to address the guy on the right. Shame how close this guy could really be there to that guy if I could do a direct route. But very inconvenient for everyone else involved. Alright, so let's take the motorway. I don't know if that's any more efficient. Just didn't like the way that thing looked though. It's definitely a long route to get this guy around to connect down here. And we're starting to see that there are a fair few islands going on around here, so I guess that having at least that one bridge is going to probably be helpful. Now that's a tough choice because we've got, I suppose it's a 3-3 split. This guy up here is circular, so he will probably need more attention. And this guy's only currently using the one house. These 2 guys are sitting idle. So is this guy. Those 2 aren't doing anything either. Oh, these guys are just showing up into our range now. Now, even though I have this roundabout right here and could easily attach this guy to that, I do always try and play the preference of not having guys cross over or share houses, especially when one of those guys is a circle. If it's early on in the game, it's fine, but if we've got circles already in play, we don't want those circles having to share, because we don't want it. We want, when someone is in disaster mode and they're about to die, we want to be confident that all of the cars that are attached to that are focusing on that. We don't want them going like, oh, well, we need to address that other one because that job's been waiting slightly longer. Okay. So... the weird little addition him. So, I feel like what we actually do want to get him involved in that. Got enough space that we can step these guys out 1 point further and allow this guy to get around there. His journey doesn't become that much longer. These blues, we have choice here. We can probably take these two guys for now and just send them down there. These two are closer to our circular blue, so probably more ideal for them to help out there. Don't overly like that this guy's running the length of the edge there, and I can use my bridge to sort of just whip them around the outside, but I suppose there's not too much harm in them connecting into that. Purely because purely because there's nothing red connected to the other side of this, and no one's actually using this as an entrance at the moment. My preference would be that they do come around the outside here and connect there, but hopefully we start to get a few more yellow houses. We've got these guys down here, but they're not really close. Alright, we're going to put that in there, because I feel that we're going to have a motorway come and help out up here in a moment. Definitely have been a little bit short on bridges and motorways so far for what we're starting to eye off here. Okay, bridge. Oh, okay. Alright, at least this guy, we've got an easy fix. We do have still have a motorway. Motorway roundabout. So what we'll do is we'll drop this motorway, this roundabout in, shift those guys to there. Now, I did say I don't like having these guys share, but I think that it's the better option for now. We've also got in the a different color. Right, so we've got, get those guys to join in there as well. I mean, at the moment we're having to move this anyway, so it is a time that we can sort of shift for relocation. So maybe let's just dip it down one spot there. We now actually do need to use that. So we've got either these red guys are going to have to cross it across the path of this light blue, or they're going to have to we're going to have to go the long way around for both of them. Which this, not really great. This is our current answer till we get some second motorway. And we also need a motorway for what's going on down here. On the other side of blue, we've got these 4 blue houses up here that we probably need to get down to this guy. You're in a little bit of an annoying spot there, just getting in the way. But also in a good spot for helping this guy out, which you can see that he already needs. So let's force these guys to go further around. And also get these guys to connect up there. There's our first marker. Alright, so we are out of bridges. That's our bridge, thank you. Wow, that guy's already gone circular too. I don't know what I'm meant to do with you. You're sort of stuck in no man's land there. Wow. Kingdom for a motorway. Okay, well, at least got answers for one of these guys. These 3 guys I'm going to turn around and face down. Good. That's a helpful addition. I mean, he's in a much better spot than guys up here. Get a motorway. Motorway, I'll put it for these light blues here to go to this guy. And then I would allow me to get this 5th grey house around so that he can connect and help out this circle as well, who's almost using all of his everything he can attach to. Alright, cool. So we've got another yellow up there. Let's... you can stay there, red. So we will gain back a bridge as well for that. I suppose our best spot's there. Throw them down that way. And then we can have this guy come join the party. Man. I don't have a bridge. Okay. So it basically has to be these 3 guys over here. Need to get to here. Which, I mean, until we get anything else, it's possibly this. Connect to that. Connect to that. Quite a long journey for them, and I mean, this guy's only just started out, so it's a very, like, sparse sort of run of houses, as you can see, going down there. This guy will be a good addition to one of these 2 circular guys. Bridge. Okay. So, who do we give the bridge to? I feel like it's this guy here. I mean, potentially he can survive without a bridge. We can, again, sloppily add those 3 houses to there, and then Have him actually run down onto this red connection. Problem is that there actually now is no way to get this red guy out. He's permanently stuck on, like, short of a motorway. It's trapped inside a full set of things. Blocked off group of houses. Okay, so we've got 2 blue guys at the top here now. We currently only have 4 houses looking after the 2 guys down here. Now, even though they're the 2 squares in this setup, it does feel like eventually if they start to overwhelm, they're going to cause the other 2 guys to overwhelm as well. Man, I don't even have enough stuff to connect that. Alright, we're disconnecting that guy briefly. Putting him on there. And because we can't get that guy connected yet. Okay. At least we've got one little victory there. Oh. You can see there's currently no one at home in these red houses. They are currently already out of people. Please give me a motorway. Thank you. Okay. Alright. So it would be very nice to have a roundabout. Feel like what we need to do... Get rid of that bridge. Get rid of this connection here. They connect like that. Now the annoying thing is that what I would like is probably these 4 houses to connect to here. While I can't do that, I probably can do it with these 4 houses actually. There's no other collection of light blues, and I realize I could possibly already do this where I might change my mind on this actually. Let's put that bridge back into play. And we'll get rid of that connection for now. Those guys don't need to be part of this because I reckon that's probably enough houses to look after this. Okay, so those guys are looked after there. So what we can do on this side is, because that is just 2 blue houses, we currently don't have a... also shift that to that side. These 2 guys are doing pretty good. And we can just shift those 2 guys in. He's currently not connected. I've just got to remember to do that once that moves away. We can then flip him up and then have these 2 guys connect. I've got to now wait for that motorway, I realize, because I've moved a motorway, so it's happily claim the other one. Oh, all right. So then what we want to do is send this to the lowest point on these red guys. There, we can then flip these guys all around to get closer to it. Have him still be a part of this. The biggest problem is going to be, like I said before, these guys, these red guys are going to be going home for so long that there might not be an emergency push, and there's no guarantee they're actually going to go for this guy on the right. You can see that these cars are coming down and helping out the guy on the left as well. There's no guaranteed split there. Okay, we have 1 bridge, and we have a whole lot of blue houses that are connected that are sort of on the far right of the screen. So what we could do is shift this further right and claim some of these guys at the top. Question would be, can we get, like... Yes, okay, so what I think we'll do is we can go disconnect these guys. Keep those 3 connected. Disconnect these guys. Move this to there. So the 2 houses have got 5 guys looking after them. They lose a house? They lost a house. They've got 5 guys looking after them. we'll get 3 of these guys to cut through here and join there. The annoying thing about this is they're actually the closer house. Although that hopefully that guy doesn't do too much driving, then he won't be a problem. Okay, then what we need to do is flip these guys up, run out of tiles. Alright, cool. We've got some road coming back to us. Still got to wait for this red to sort out what's going on there. Alright, so with that going red, we also need to get that guy connected, which we also don't have the road for yet. But we can see we're getting road back here, a little bit here, some there, and some down here. Again, that's only going to be impacted by one red house there, which also means we can connect that red house to this as well, and he can come help out down the bottom for now, but probably is going to be more important to help out with the red circular guy that they've got just there. This shift as well does mean that these 2 guys can join the party over here. We might give them a traffic light as well. Just gotta be careful now. I feel like I've ended up with too few houses looking after the guy over here. Right? Okay, so this guy here has gone circular. So that means that he's a bit more of a priority than he has been previously. We luckily do have a fair few houses. This is now actually the closest house to him. But you can see the fact that any cars have gone from this back part suggests that he does need a bit of attention. Really what we want to do now is get a bridge in here and separate this grey and blue so that they're not sharing a line. Like I said, if we've got 2 guys sharing a line where one of them's a circle is never great. Not never great, no. Never great. That's not great. Well, luckily these 2 guys back here weren't being used yet. Alright. The annoying thing is that all of these greys here are just occupying the coastline, so there's no real room to get anyone to like have them turn around and come back this way. I mean, we could sort of cut them through on a gap like that, but alright, so let's take the bridge. So, thing number 1. Let's separate these 3 guys out. Yes, alright, so we'll take these 3 guys and we'll just run them like that. We'll get rid of that. And what we'll do is we'll just claim a 4th guy for him because we've now got 2 houses to look after. So hopefully this should make this guy, our light blue's life a little bit easier. We're getting a lot of light blues near our, like in this closer section. So we've made a weird little intersection there that we probably don't want. Might be better off getting this guy to run to the back. Alright, he's gone circular, but you can see at the moment there's not, he's got a fair bit of availability. May as well get that guy to face down, I guess. There's no reason too that these guys need to flick backwards. We can probably run a bit more like that. There's our 2000, so we've hit the 3 achievements for this one. Always nice on a first attempt. Alright, so I do have 2 motorways now. What I really want to do is just keep an eye on who's doing okay. Light blue, I would probably say, is my biggest concern at the moment. See, both sides of light blue are starting to panic a little bit. Part of this is because they're having to use an intersection here with blue And the annoying thing is that these blues are closer to that destination than those 3 blues are. And if these guys were closer, then he would at least sort of... that wouldn't be their priority coming on that side. But as it stands, they are getting sort of intersection problems there. So, what we could do... We do have a motorway, so this might actually just flip the second we do it. What we can do is just shift this to there. So hopefully those guys get off it quick, because otherwise it's going to be a disaster. So what we might have to do in the brief moment while we're waiting for this to correct is shift that guy there, so that at least while this guy is relocating, we've got some houses. Because otherwise what's going to happen is that they're just going to have to wait until absolutely everybody leaves off that motorway before anyone else goes, which is currently what you can see happening. Which is also going to mean that there's going to be a sudden surge of people once that motorway finally opens. The other alternative was that I could have just moved I could have just added a second motorway as opposed to relocating that one, which I see now is probably the better thing to do. I wonder if I put that back there. Cool. We'll recreate. So then what I could do is go like that. This motorway here, and then put it there. And so that one exists, and then I can say get rid of that one. So all of these guys can still help. They'll just come from the other angle. Either way, that's once you've got 2 circular destinations in a double destination, you're in pretty hot water. By extension, because these 2 are struggling so much, this guy down the bottom is also having some hard times. So what we'll do is we will offer him a motorway as well. We'll put it there. So hopefully light blue can survive this sudden storm. We're getting a lot of dark blue houses. Good, we've got a dark blue house on the inside here, so that at least this guy's gained a 4th guy. Okay, so what we need to do at this point is just help light blue. So what we'll do is we will give light blue this this motorway as well, so that those guys can just sort of jump along and sort of get rid of the congestion that we're seeing down here. Really what we'd want to do is put a roundabout in there to help that out. Okay, so this guy here is not happy, so let's get... No, let's not pull that guy off him. Let's put that guy on him. In the 4th house. These guys are all heading down there. So we don't want to draw their attention. We've got... These guys are all in that one. So he's got 5, he's got 4. There's 2 here that aren't being used. Oh no, he can be used because he can... Oh no, he can't cut through. We don't want him cutting through either, because that's going to... more pain than it's worth. Keep an eye on how this guy's doing. Sort of just holding steady, I think. This guy is still going backwards, though. There's another closer bread for him. Just a motorway that I need to use, I feel. And I don't want to... I realize that both light blues currently have 2 things, but I've got to pull one. Although that one's still in use. We We need guys that are at least remotely close to help out as well. Which is no one. Except that guy. But, I mean, he'd have to travel through this... through that, so I don't feel like he's going to be there anytime soon. It's this guy. But he needs a motorway. Just hold on, guys. Ugh. Nah. 3,200. Always nice on a first attempt. Let's have a look at how that puts us on our day one. Day one rankings. Top 10%. Certainly others have done better. 74th. Not too bad. Alright, there we go. Any questions or comments, feel free to chuck them below. And until next time, catch you later. See ya.